Welcome back to all of you. So let's continue with the dancing frogs. Uh, so we have another amazing family of dancing frogs. So these are the dancing frogs. I mean, there's one called naked dancing frog, Microsalus nodis. So what is dancing frogs? Interestingly, in Western Ghats, we have a lot of streams. I mean, fast-flowing, running streams through the forest. All these frogs, I mean, all these streams in the forest got typical varieties of frogs. So this is one of these frogs, all the dancing frogs. So why they call dancing frogs? Because they are actually known to uh, dance with their legs. They do this foot flagging behavior. They stretch their hind legs and they stretch it to the both the sides and try to attract the mate or the rival males and all. Because imagine a stream with a lot of flowing water where they try to call and attract the female or the rival male and all. So they may not able to do that because of the sound of the water. So that's why the foot flagging, the behavior comes. So that's why they call the dancing frogs. So this particular frog mainly found in southern Western Ghats. This frog on the top corner, that is Gadgil's dancing frog, which mainly found in southern Western Ghats, especially in Munnar, foothills of Munars or Gavi region and Periyar Tiger Reserve and all. What happens though? Most of these frogs, I mean, we have an amazing idea whenever we see a streams, we want to make a small check dam and protect the water so it can be used for summer, especially animals can come and drink and all. But the thing is, we forget, there are other animals like these frogs, which actually depended upon these perennial streams. They don't like stagnant water. The moment stagnant water comes, the species is going to get disappeared from there. So all the check dams will affect all this microhabitat of all these dancing frogs. We have another family of frogs. They call the burrowing frogs. They usually come out after the heavy rains, after the monsoon time. They got a very round face, easy to identify. This particular species is called Dobson's burrowing frog. We also have small narrow-mouthed frogs. This one, Shulgari narrow-mouthed frog, mainly found in foothills of Nilgiris and all, and BR hills and all. It's very tiny. This particular species is very small, probably size of your thumbnail and all. And they call among all the wet grass and all, especially after the monsoon and all, very difficult to locate. Quite a few species is red narrowmouth frog, ornate narrowmouth frog. So this particular one is a Sholigari narrowmouth frog. We have another very interesting frog, Frankie's narrowmouth frog, Mystisalis frankie, recently discovered from Wayanad region. This actually comes out only for a day. That's why it's called mysterious frog. It's a mysterious frog. Imagine the entire year they'll just probably living underground. They'll just come out for a day and breed and disappear. Again, a very unique frog in Western Ghats. It's called the black microhylet, also called the galaxy frog. Look at that, very tiny bluish white dots all around the body and got a red patches on the belly and the hand and all. So it's very interesting. This frog actually don't have a tympanum. Almost all the frogs got a ear. Ear is called the tympanum for frogs, and they have a vocal sac where they call out for the females and all. Interestingly, this frog lack both the vocal sac and the tympanum, so nobody knows how do they breed and all. We have another set of frogs. They call the ramanella or the balloon frogs. Marble ramanella and variegated ramanella. The variegated ramanella is widely distributed. Marble ramanella mainly found in northern Western Ghats and all. If you go to Bombay or Goa and all, you will be able to see them a lot in the forest there. And variegated ramanella widely distributed, especially in the drier regions. And interestingly, these frogs are known to get into small tree holes and all to breed. Another set of family of frogs, they call the cricket frogs. You must have seen these cricket frogs. Minervaria species. Interestingly, very difficult to identify all the Minervaria frogs because all of them are look very similar. And under the belly, they have two black lines, the Fagervaria lines. That's one of the thing you can recognize this from other family of frogs. But very difficult to identify, mainly found in paddy fields and marshy lands. They have wide variety of habitat in the forest also you find them. There's two other species of Minervaria, I mean the cricket frogs, wide-lipped cricket frog and Kerala wart frog, that also a cricket frog. Indian skittering frog, I mean, I'm sure you must have seen this species. This frog known to be wherever there is stagnant water. If it's a paddy field also, if there is a stagnant water, you may be able to see them. Small water puddles where there is a rocky pool, you may be able to find this frog. Wherever there is stagnant water, you may be able to find this. An amazing frog known to breed throughout the year whenever it's rain. Again, another skittering frog. It's called Caravalli skittering frog, mainly found in the lowland of southern Western Ghats. It's found from Goa till Kerala, and mainly found in lower strata, like near to the seashore or paddy fields and all. You can find this frog. Interesting with this frog, sounds like a white-throated kingfisher. You must have heard or seen a beautiful kingfisher. The frog calls like that. Again, the largest frog in India, Indian bullfrog, large in size. That's actually the two blue thing, actually the vocal sac. The breeding colors change into yellow. They have an amazing breeding cycle because this frog actually known to breed only once a year, that too the pre-monsoon time. Usually, the first rain, they'll come, hundreds of them come together wherever there's paddy fields, wherever there's marshy land, they'll come out and breed. And all of them congregate. Sometimes you can find 50 or 100, sometimes more than that. They'll congregate in a particular area and breed there. And interestingly, due to the global warming, the weather pattern is changed completely. So imagine if they start breeding in mid-May onwards, all of them come together and breed. After that, there won't be any rain. So, I mean, there'll be a dry spell probably for a few weeks. So entire water will dries out, all their tadpoles and eggs won't hatch. So eventually, the entire population will get wiped out. So this is one of the reason the species might get extinct soon. And also, a lot of people catches them for to eat. For food and all. So those are the probably two reasons they might get soon vanish. Again, two very pretty frogs, fungoid frog, Hydrophylax malabarica, and widespread fungoid frog. Widespread fungoid frog mainly found in northern Western Ghats till it's found in Mangalore and all. And fungoid frog mainly found in Kerala and all. Interestingly, they have a very unique name in Kerala, Malayalam. It's if I translate into English, it's called the bride's frog or something. It's like a bride because this frog actually known to hide in the kitchens and all, where if it's a new bride come to a house, in old tradition they may not come out into the main open areas and all. They try to be in their rooms or kitchen and all, and they are well dressed. They look at these colors of this frog. This is one of the story they used to say, which I don't believe. Yeah. Anyway, fungoid frog, two pretty frogs. Again, another very widely distributed frog. It's called the bicolored frog, Clinotarsus cartipus. Wherever the forest, evergreen forest, you go in Western Ghats, you may be able to see it. Very widely distributed and also known to breed in hundreds in numbers. I mean, in large dams and all, you may be able to see them a lot. Common Indian toad, widely distributed toad in India. They usually have a two black line on the top. Can you see that? That's the easy way to you can identify. A lot of black dots all over the body. That's a watch. And there are two rare species of toads in Western Ghats, small-eared toad and Badam's toad. Both are found in the southern Western Ghats. The Badam's toad is much smaller than the small-eared toad. Forest toad, Rhetophrenus parietalis. You can see it's on the back of their head, it's got an inverted Y marking. That is the easy way to identify this frog. Interestingly, we learned, most of the frogs are breed in monsoon time. Some breed throughout the year, but this particular frog, the forest toad, known to breed in um, peak winter, like in January, February, and all. And in peak winter, in forest streams, they'll have a mist, and from the mist, they'll have a kind of small, slight drizzle. They need those kind of habitat to breed. So sadly, past few years, because of the global warming, the weather pattern change, there's not much winter happening in these forested areas, and these frogs are almost stopped breeding. It's a big concern. Malabar tree toad, another interesting frog, which usually come out in pre-monsoon time in big numbers, and they breed. We have few Sicilians, like we learn a lot about frogs. Now come the Sicilian. I mean, at one look, it's look like an earthworm or a snake. So how to differentiate? I mean, look at that skin. They are actually smooth skin, and also they have a ring-like pattern. They are called the annules. These are the two things. When you look at it, they can actually make out they are not earthworms or or snakes. Snakes have scales and also easy way to, and they usually have a blunt tail. And look at this picture. The Sicilian actually guarding its eggs. So they are actually known to guard the brood of eggs. Very fascinating creatures. Next time when you walk around in the forest or any wet evergreen places, especially in monsoon time, try to find out these Sicilians. I think we have over 30 species, 20, 30 species of Sicilian in Western Ghats report. Amazing creatures. So, what are the reasons behind the uh, amphibians disappearing, especially in Western Ghats? I mean, death in breeding sites because the impact of pesticides. In Western Ghats, I mean, we know that we use a lot of tea and coffee and all, where they use a lot of pesticides. So the moment you start using a lot of pesticide, eventually it will wipe out all the species of amphibian because most of these frogs and all they actually breathe through the skins. The moment you spray any kind of pesticide, that is what it's going to get affected. And habitat destruction, especially in, it will endanger the tree frog. Like we learn about all the bush frogs and tree frogs, they are dependent upon the trees, particular trees. The moment you start cutting down the big trees and all these species are going to get disappeared. Conversion of grasslands to plantation is endangered in many species. We have certain species in Western Ghats, like raw Worcester's charius. That particular species, it's actually found only in the grassland, or the resplendent bush frog, which found only in the grassland, grassy patches and all. So imagine if you want to convert a pristine grassland, somebody thinks, oh, okay, it's a grassland, it's no use. Let's convert into a proper evergreen forest. That is actually cause a lot of problem because certain species are only dependent upon these kind of grassy patches. And if you start converting those grasslands into a forest, all the species are going to get disappeared or get extinct. And forest fire is destroying entire habitat. Yeah, the forest fire. Imagine some of these the frogs. What we learned about it, it's restricted to a particular area. Like in Kudramukh, there is a frog found only on the top of those peaks. If there's a forest fire happens on those peaks, entire that frog can get wiped out from the earth. I mean, it just goes. So forest fire can actually destroy the habitat. Even along with that, entire species also will get extinct. Yes, frogs are environmental indicators. It's affected by the pesticide, like I mentioned. The moment you spray any kind of pesticide, it's going to destroy the entire population of frogs in that area. Hope you all enjoyed the talk. If you have any doubts, please come back to us. We are happy to help. If you want to know more about frogs and amphibians and all, please write to us. Thank you so much.